Constitution. The petitioners have been advised accordingly. Second one, I wish also to inform the House that on the 23rd July 2024, Parliament received a petition from Public Information Rights, PIRF, aggrieved by a group identified as G Unit, reported to be going around assaulting villagers in Chirezi. The petition was deemed inadmissible as the prayer does not fall within the permit, so the remedy of Parliament. The petitioner has since been notified. The third one, I further inform the House that on 25th June 2024, Parliament received a petition from Cotton Producers and Marketeers Association of Zimbabwe, CPMAZ, beseeching Parliament to institute an urgent investigation into the illicit deals taking place at Cotcom at the expense of the cotton farmers and the nation at large. The petition was considered inadmissible as the grievances by the petitioners were not clear. Accordingly, the petitioner was notified. Are there any notices of motion?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on the 5th of April 2024, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe issued the 2024 monetary policy, through which a new Zimbabwe gold currency was unveiled. Zimbabweans from all walks of life equally embraced the new gold-backed structured currency as a refreshing departure from previous local currencies that had struggled to cope with hyperinflation, exchange rate volatility, and confidence in local currencies as a store of value. On the occasion of the unveiling of the new gold-backed currency, the Reserve Bank governor categorically stated that, and I quote, ZiG shall at all material times be anchored and fully backed by a composite of basket of reserves comprising foreign currency and precious metals, mainly gold, received by the Reserve Bank in part of in-kind royalties and kept in the vaults of the bank. Mr. Speaker said, on the 5th of April 2024, when the ZiG was launched, it had a rate of 13.54 to the United States dollar. However, Mr. Speaker said the monetary policy statement of 27 September 2024 effectively devalued the ZiG by 44% due to the new official exchange rate of 25 ZiG to $1 US. It is common cause that on the 5th of April 2024, the price of gold per ounce was 2,350, which price had experienced a phenomenal rise to 2,648 per ounce on 27 September 2024. Accordingly, Mr. Speaker said it is important for the Honorable Minister of Finance and Economic Development to bring a ministerial statement to this august House to fully explain, firstly, the disequilibrium of having a gold-backed currency devalued by 44% when the price of gold per ounce is phenomenal. Secondly, the intervention by monetary and fiscal authorities to provide safety nets to Zimbabwean pensioners, war veterans, civil servants, and the public in general who earn their remuneration in a local currency which in the twinkle of an eye has been devalued by 44%. And lastly, Mr. Speaker said the measures intended to create demand for the local currency for domestic transactions in the roadmap being pursued towards having our local currency as the sole and legal tender in Zimbabwe. I thank you.
Thank you.
Ngisukume ngigweba ngezigatha ichena ngendlu egcwele ephalamende ukuthi abantu kuyatshengisa ukungazi lokungethi wakho sekwezabakahle sakha ilizwe leZimbabwe kuthele ngemva komhlangano omkhulu owawuphethe ilizwe lakithi umhlangano owesadaka wone ugeza kakuhle ma ubukele nje ubuka ukuthi ephalamende sithe sifika ke lapha phandle ngemva kwalomhlangano ngitholele mina kulezithombe ezimbili isithombe sethawekazi ukuya lehala lesithombe sethawe elusekulu kakhulu ukubukeza ngesilungu sithi khona living nobody no best behind ngibona kuqakathekile ukubana lelizwe linanzelele ukubana kayisikho bodwa abangabukeza ubukhulu belizwe ekusinto sami ukuze ilizwe liphambili lesizwe sidlondlobale ukubana kukhanye njalo abacawa njengonobhekula lolesiteyile bekhona ukuze kukhambele kakhulu ukubana lelizwe abaningi njalo silokubamba okuhle kakhulu isifiso sami ngisifane kuhlanzekile ukubana amabhosi emele ukuthi kuzasenza abasimela khona zesihlalo bethokoze bejabule community lokubamba lelizwe kungabi nje luhlangothi olukhanya lungeza lulule ngiyabonga kakhulu.
I've got the last one, Honorable Dr. Kupi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Saying today marks the beginning of the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is also known as Pink October. This month is devoted to educating everyone about breast cancer and the importance of early detection and access to timely and high-quality care. It is therefore imperative for us as a Parliament to intensify awareness programs in our constituencies during the month of October on cancer because cancer deaths have increased astronomically, a clear indication that cancer is indeed a rising epidemic. The sad reality is that many people realize they have cancer when their cancers are at an advanced stage. I lost a cousin a week ago. When she went to the hospital, already her cancer had long gone, and she only stayed for a month and she passed on. This is pointing to the importance of awareness programs because early detection of cancer saves lives. If a cancer had been detected early, her life would have been saved. I would also like to call on the Speaker of Parliament to dedicate at least one day every October of each year as a day where an activity is held in Parliament to talk about breast cancer and advocate for breast cancer awareness, screening and treatment. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Our condolences to your sister, did you say? Or cousin? And also, we're happy to see you back from England, where you were going for some review. Looking at your face, it looks like it's promising. You must have had a very positive report from the doctors. Indeed, it is important that we think about dedicating that day, and also that members of Parliament do some apostolic work of awareness, but not only during the month of October, but throughout. And I think members of Parliament should encourage that there is a mobile screening clinic run by angel of hope. So if we can facilitate that screening, among other efforts of screening, it will go a long way to detect the disease, especially at its early stage, so that it can be treated accordingly. Thank you very much. Lord Ian, what is the adjustment to the order?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that orders number 1 to 3 be skipped over until order number 4.
Until order number 4. Is there
We need to raise awareness and invest in state-of-the-art equipment for cancer treatment.
when this debate was adjourned?
That one of the major challenges that we are facing as a nation is actually cancer. That is actually had an effect on a number of our
Hold on. The lady conversing louder than is expected, please. Control the volume of your speech so that the honorable member can be heard in silence. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was saying that cancer is actually become a challenge in Zimbabwe, the continent, and the world. And one of the things that whereas in the past, we used to have a challenge. We want to be, because we're watching people like Dr. Cooper, who have gone through the journey and got the treatment, and we thank God that she is among us today. We also know, just like she had indicated when she was giving a point of national interest, many people succumbed to this disease. And many people have actually been taken to task during these past few years. We know quite a number of our people, entrepreneurial people, that have been resorted to selling every stuff, traditional medicine, claiming that it cures cancer. Yes, I am a believer in traditional medicine, in their capacity to heal. But the problem we have now in Zimbabwe is that every Tom and Jack, wherever he or she is, can just start and claim that he or she has got a treatment of cancer. And people, desperate, unknowing, who end up buying some of these medication that invariably makes the patient even worse. I know, Mr. Speaker, said one of the days when I was in Kaguyu, I met someone who was selling some things that she claimed were actually cure for cancer, only to be told that literally what the person was selling were actually mango leaves, with no scientific, with nothing. But because the people, they want treatment, they would actually end up buying that stuff, hoping that they will actually heal. I believe, Mr. Speaker, said that we need, as a government, to ensure that we invest into cancer awareness. Because one of the things that is actually crucial in terms of dealing with cancer, as long if we can manage as a country to make sure that we make our people aware that cancer is real and that there is a need for our people to get screened early, I think it will go a long way in curbing this sport. Because one of the major challenges we face is that our people, including members of parliament in this August House, we sometimes feel that we are so strong that we don't understand the need of having these permissible, even cost effective to have your patient in the hospital. You just go take your patient for home treatment. And so awareness, Mr. Speaker said, will play a very big role in this fight. The second thing that I think is crucial, we need, as a government, and I want to inform this August House, we are now going into the next budget season, where we'll be looking to the 2025 budget. I know we normally argue, and we got a general agreement across the political divide, that we need as Zimbabwe to aim beyond the Abuja Declaration in respect to the amount of the quantum of money that is supposed to be given to the Ministry of Health. But I think we need to go beyond that, Mr. Speaker said, and then ask this August House to make sure that when we deal with the 2025 budget, we then specifically want the Minister of Finance to allocate a certain amount of money which are dedicated to cancer treatment and equipment. Mr. Speaker said, I actually believe that we need to have a situation where every provincial hospital, at the very least, should be equipped to such an extent that we do not have people travel from one province to the another. But the ideal situation, Mr. Speaker said, is for us to make sure that our district hospitals are fully capacitated so that our people will be able to be treated as quick as possible. I am grateful, Mr. Speaker, said, for the various efforts that people are taking. You note, Mr. Speaker, that in terms of HIV and AIDS, there were quite a number of donors who poured the resources towards that epidemic. But in terms of cancer, you realize that we don't have as much support that one would expect us to have. And long back when cancer was started, when people started talking about cancer in the Western world, generally we used to believe when we were growing up that no, cancer was for those, the elite, the rich. But now we're not going to realize, no, cancer is actually real, it affects you and me. I know people who have also gone beyond and said to many of our people, if you eat good, if you eat the proper food, the chance of you getting cancer is limited. To a certain extent, it may be true. But we also need to take cognizance of the reality that we face even today. You know very well, for instance, we are in a period where the rains did not favor Zimbabwe and Southern Africa in general. And naturally, the question of choosing which food to eat becomes a luxury. People will then try to eat whatever is available. So naturally, cancer is a real and an immediate challenge that faces us as Zimbabwe. And I think, honorable members, we have got an obligation to make sure that we as Parliament, together with the executive arm of government, we should do everything possible in our power to make sure that we save a number of our citizens who unknowingly may actually be on the route to getting cancer, or who unknowingly need to make sure that they go for cancer screening as quick as possible so that we save their lives. Mr. Speaker said, I want to thank you so much.
Taona maonerawo nenyaya yekenzeinidasumukirawo kuti nditsigire kutaura vataurirese vakamutaura nenyaya ndaifunga kuti sekukosheswa kwakaitwa ndokuti takabva kuwana chirwere checovid yakaita kurumbira, kukatsvagwa mamaski, kukatsvagwa zvii zvinobatsira kuti chirwere chirege kunyanya kubata vanhu. Ndozvinofunga kuti dai kwawanikwawo nzira muhurumende yekubatsira chirwere chekensa kuti chirege kuramba chichiwedzera sezvachiita, nokuti hakuna mhuri isina kufirwa nemunhu ane kensa. Uyezve chirwere chekuti hachizikanwa chinotozoonekwa vaite prostate cancer vanofanira kupuwa vana. Takagara kudare rino tichitaura nenyaya yevana vedu kuti zera ravo ngavave vanotorwa kana kurohwa nemakore 18. Saka kana tikataura mudare rino kuti ngatipei vana vezera diki kuvadzara vakaita sehonorable speaker. Ndinorwadza izvozvo izvozvo ndinorwadza. Mr. Speaker, ndinoda ndaparmedza wenyu asi ndanoda kuti varume vari muno vazive kuti zera kana munhu ati kurei. Kana neniwo ndatoo munhu mukuru wokuti handingabvuri mwana mukomana mudiki. Ndozvimwe zvaikukorera kunoedza kutsanangura kuti vana vedu tinoda kuti vakure vagove nesarudzo yekutsvaga munhu anovatora kuti vave vanhu vakamushanawo. Saka kana tikati takuda kudzivirira chirwere tichitora mwana mudiki tichimupa kumunhu mukuru, zvoratidza kuti
Point of order. Point of order. What is the point of order?
Maita basa mbatwechita. Point of order yangu kuti honorable wakudhibheta nyaya ndaiona sekuti zvakanaka kuti vaise nyaya vasingaiti sevari kushora zvakataurwa neumwe munhu. Ivo ngavakotaura nyaya yavo tombonzwa kwavari kuenda vasingaiti kuti vakwataka munhu.
Zvavari kutaura honorable Moyo inyaya yavo. Mr. Speaker said, in bringing every piece of scientific medical knowledge to help in the treatment of cancer. Very little has been done. That more scientific research must be done to assess the effectiveness of traditional medicine in cancer and other life-threatening diseases. However, the successes of such a program must be based on an attractive incentive system. Those who provide life-saving traditional medicines must be treated the same way some inventors or innovators have been treated, by offering them attractive incentives. This will see many submitting their traditional solutions to the responsible authorities. The current system does not fully incentivize the custodians of the traditional medicine knowledge.
Once some traditional medicine are scientifically proven, then a way to fully incentivize the owner must be put in place. Maybe by coming up with a law or a set of instruments that will help to make sure there is encouragement for more to bring their traditional remedies to the responsible authorities. Once we discover that a particular medical solution, traditional solution is there, then there is need to make sure we expand or produce more of those traditional remedies, particularly our trees and so forth. I trust we have a commission that is responsible for more research in terms of planting more trees and whatnot. So I think once that solution is discovered through scientific research, we have a traditional tree that we think will help to treat that particular cancer, then the Forestry Commission may be mandated with the responsibility to ensure that ways to plant that tree is found. This will not only help in the treatment of cancer, but it will be also a solution to fighting climate change, which is another global threat. Mr. Speaker said, in addition, more
Pari zvino turikopinda kunzi imi nokufunga ini kuti ini huku kumusha kuya kuya huku ye 6 weeks. Huku ye 6 weeks katiye kumusha kuya kakakura sei. Kaika kalini asi huku ye 6 weeks ukaisa kunongoisa mishonga waisa mishonga yega yakura nemishonga. Saka mishonga yega toidya afika mumezeka sei. Saka tichitaura nyaya yekuti tida kutsvaga mishonga tida kutsvaga mishini yokuscreena ngatingotarisei ngatizoita zvinhu zvatokudya tikudya chii mabhuroira mishonga unotenga mabhuroira mushonga anosvika mashandisa mushonga mamagmo tikakura unoitaiswa mushonga saka mishonga iyo kana yapinda munyama dzedu ikuzoita sei mishonga iyoyo kenza saka se vakawisa kuimba vakabuyakana ngatititorei vanhu vakafunda isusu vamwe hatinakufunda zvedu takakufundawo zvimwe zvazvo asi ini makafunda ngatitorei kuti zvikosaita chii kana ari mabhuroiri achoka tochiona kaiwa ngatizwe kuti kudhara pakufuna zvedu zvigere makakezera ndeyadzigomarara dzichigomarara bati zvakazvirirei zvazvikure kuno munhu wese angwakenza kwanzizo kuvarume yavo kuvakadzi yavo vakaita kugara zvakazisipo chubu zokusaka chubu zvazisipo zvakazvishoma zvazisipo saka ngatidarei munyatsoongorora mushini unogona kuivandura kutoti musimba matongezera mushini asi kenza inenge ichiramba ichiita kudya zvinhu nokunwa nekudya nekuita sekunakidzwa mari yawanda saka ngatidzokei pachinyakare tinyatsoona kuti kenza iyi yakamira sei kana kurapa chinenge zvagopedzisera kuisa mari kurapa ngatiwese kudzivirira hatiwese mari asi kutenga mishini yekenza inowesta mari asi kudzivirira kumwe taisa mutemo kungotaiwa mama ndinokundikakuta zvikoro muno mwakati aibana akataura ngaite $10 ngaite sese asi ndikataura kuti memoroti yabana akataura kuti ngaite zvotero asi kukenza dzachoka muda kudya udoro ndokupeikenza muda kudya mukazivimi kenza kaidhina kuti muri kubata akunyanyakatafuta saka ngatisei kana takuenda kubhajeti ini ndikaura mubhajeti ndakati mwakoro ipuresha kuputa foja ipuresha ndizvo ndokukonzera kenza kwenye nomafuta mafuta akatisei do saka zvinhu zvakabanayo zvakabana nafoja ukaverenga kana kuita nharo mvura yekunyatsoona kuti muvhura kuti zvokonzera kenza chii munoona foja iri pamusoro doro riri pamusoro saka izvozvo kana ika mubhajeti ngatitaurira minista wazvitesero kuti ava honorable mubhati vadzikumwa vanozofanekeza nemafuro ekuzora vamwe vanhu vakazvarwa vatema Zakuenda kubhadheti, tikaona munhu kuti urikutete,